That's a once. Two. Giddy up. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. All right, let's do our checks. Let's do our pre-show checks, if y'all don't mind. Let me get going. Check everything. I did about 6 months worth of just starting in with a show and not checking, and multiple of those shows were no audio. So yeah, we're not gonna do that. All right, let's get going here. Let's get going. Let's get going. Two. Let's see, same. All right, looks like we're in, guys. Look like we're in. All right, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I know it says that I'll be back tomorrow. And I will be back tomorrow, but I got my link working, but it's very, very low signal, so I'm not gonna chance it with my camera. So I'm not in town, but I'll be back tomorrow. But I do have my link working. I told y'all I was gonna work on everything and get everything up and running. So matter of fact, we can tackle that right at the beginning of the show, right at the front of the show, before everybody start asking me and bombarding me. The school, we were not in session this weekend or last weekend. We were shut down all weekend because we had the show. So we were not open this weekend, so they did not or was not able to do any work, but they got in early this morning and was working on the school. So they got all of the courses up and going, and they're just resetting everybody's accounts yet again, because you have to reset them. Once you do anything to the school, you have to reset. That way nobody is hacking anybody's account, or everybody has the proper usernames and passwords. So it's just letting everybody be able to get in properly. So there's no need to change anybody's passwords or do new passwords. Everything will be working just fine. It looks like we'll be done, or they'll be done tomorrow. I was going to help, but I'm not in town. So when I get back, if there is anything left to do, I'll jump in there and speed it up. But it looks like they got it all under control. So we'll be back up and running tomorrow. So everybody, just have that on your minds. I had about 50. When I was on the plane, I had about 50 text messages. Coach, what's going on? I can't. My password. What's going on? And I tell people all the time, dude, just come into the show. Just come into the show. And half the people that are email me won't be in the show. So even after the show, when I address the situation, I'll still get emails. I'll still get text messages. I'll still get messages, voicemails, and they go, "Oh, what's going on? I don't know what's going on, man. Y'all need to tell me something." I don't know. And I'm like, dude, I promise you, if I let and I'll say this ahead of schedule, guys. I'm gonna be letting some of our people go. I'm gonna be letting you guys deal with our call center and deal with sponsors, because everybody, I've actually heard some people say, "Well, I don't like if I'm gonna be in your group, man. There's nobody I can talk to. I need to be able to talk to somebody. I need to be able to call and actually speak with somebody." I said, "Yeah, you can get that. You definitely can get that. As soon as you call in, they'll pick up. And if you want that, I'll pull you out of my group and put you directly on sponsor group, and you'll be able to call in and talk with agents, independent agent or the other agents. But I can almost promise you, you won't make it." Judging by your attitude and your impatience and you not knowing how to log in, just something as simple as when we're up and running, everything is good, and you can't take a picture and send it in. Like, you just can't take a picture of your screen. and send it in, oh, they'll cut you. They will cut you. And I've literally listened to phone calls of them saying, "Well, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to I don't know how to do it. I really don't do." And they'll literally say, "Okay, I'll document it. Okay, I'll have someone contact you back." And then the next thing I see is a recommendation to cut this person because they don't want anybody who's unknowledgeable, somebody who may or may not be slow. And y'all know me, I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I give everybody the shout. I say, look, let me at least get everybody past course 5, past course 6. So you at least get to the nitty gritty, and I can truly see, if you're working with some intelligence, but it's very, very dangerous because we have so many people. I told you it's over 1,000 people that is in our waiting list that's trying to get into this school. We don't make that many buses. We make buses custom. We make buses by our hands. If you go to our website, look at the pictures, it's us. I'm in there. I like getting in there working on buses. I run wire. I went to school for that. I run wire, I run plumbing. I literally do I do soldering, I do welding, I do construction work, I do the upholstery. My mother showed me and taught me and my brother how to sew. My oldest brother has his own apparel company, and my youngest brother, he has a construction company. So we learned from my mother and my father how to work with our hands. And that's just what I do. Now, I obviously had a natural talent for doing hair or cutting hair, and that's what I do as a profession. But it's just the things that they taught us because we grew up in the projects, so we had to learn how to build things, how to create and use our hands to help. We had to fix up our own house because there were no landlords coming in the hood to repair doors and fix air conditioners and put windows and put boards back on and reinstall walls. We had a car crash into the side of our building because we lived in an apartment complex, and a car, people got drunk one night and crashed into our building. And we called the landlord, we called the housing authority, we called everybody. Nobody came out. So obviously, after a certain time, we just said, you know what, we'll fix it. And then we got out there and we fixed it ourselves. And we didn't have money to go and get, go to Home Depot. There was no Home Depot, wasn't no Lowe's. There was no such thing. There was an Ace Hardware, but there was no Home Depot, Lowe's. So we had to go and find the materials and kind of scavenge from other buildings to put our building back together. But nevertheless, that's what I know. That's what I do is I work with my hands to build things and put things together. And that's us. We build our buses. Now we are going a bit automated, and we have a bunch of automation that we're installing now because going in the direction that we're going in right now, we're not going to be able to operate like that. We're not going to be able to say, hey man, everything is by our own hands and it's all custom install, custom. We're going to have to start to mass produce to a certain extent and bring on more people and so on and so forth. So that's a bit of a misnomer that if you think you can just be completely custom, like someone who bakes delicious cakes and she bakes it by hand and mixes up everything, and they're great, they're awesome, they're very, very good. If people start buying and they start buying in bulk, they start buying a lot, and this store wants to carry your cakes and that store wants to carry your cakes and everybody wants your cakes, guess what? You're not going to be able to be in the kitchen mixing and pouring ingredients and cracking eggs. You're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to find a way to automate and mass produce your product and try your best to keep the quality. So that's where we're at now. Is we're implementing a lot of different things to be able to mass produce, and that's why we are in the situation we're in with the school. We're trying to mass produce because our school only handles. Our school was traditionally set up for 50 people. That's it, 50 people at a time, and that's it. And as they graduate, we were only supposed to be able to graduate 5 to 10 people at a time. That's it, just 5 to 10 people, and we're talking about over a week to 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks at a time. But right now we have over 250 people in the school, over 250, and that's not even a high number. That's a low number. But for a school that was designed to be only 50 people, yeah, we're way over capacity. And then we have over 1,000 people that are on the waiting list. So that's a free waiting list as well as a paid waiting list. Some of these people have already paid to come in and get into the school. I've told y'all this before, and we brought up some people and talked to some of the individuals that were on the waiting list, because I dare not bring people that are on the waiting list and they're still not in the school, and we want to talk to them. Yeah, that wouldn't be copacetic. They would not like that. But some people that were kind of waiting and getting in, we finally said, okay, we got to thin out this crowd. So we started, allowing people to pay on the waiting list, and that way they kind of jump the line. It's like a fast pass, if you will, because some people did not like that. They were like, hey man, I've been waiting, man. I've been waiting for almost 7 months. And I'm like, there's literally nothing I can do, and it's about, I think the longest person, we're about to have our first person that'll be on the waiting list for over a year, for about a year. And no, they're over a year now. This July. Yeah, July, June, August, September. Yeah, they're over a year now. Yeah, oh yeah, sure is. I'm looking at it right now. Okay. Yeah, and that's not something I'm proud of. I don't like that, but we have. I mean, you remember I told y'all about the lady that baked the cake. If you're good, you're good, and you could be baking cakes as fast as you can, as fast as you can. But when people start coming in, you get 2 people, I got them. 3 people, hey, I can handle that. 4, 5, 6 people, okay, it's getting a little tight, but we're still in business. 9, 10, 15, 20 people, okay, what's going on? We're gonna have to do something different. Now 30, 40, 50 people are wanting cakes every day, all day, and it keeps coming, and it's growing because you're just too good. This is good. You think, man, 40 people, 50 people, man, she's only baking 1 cake. Her oven can only handle like 4 cakes, five at the most, without changing its integrity. 5 cakes at the most, dude. We're gonna have a problem. And you got 40, 50 people that are trying to come in that'll want to get some cake. That's called a victim of your own success. So that's where we're at, basically improving the school, increasing our capacity, um, moving into a larger location with larger warehouse facility to build buses, all that type of stuff. And it's not cheap, and it's not easy either. So go ahead. Yeah, if y'all have questions, y'all throw them in. I'm here. No, I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm sorry. The post on the banner, the thumbnail was saying that I'll be in tomorrow, but I'm in today. I'm 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 on my line, but we're in an area where we don't have good reception, so I'm not chancing it. My audio comes through good. I think you guys can hear me good, but my audio comes in good. It's my video that has issues, because it's more of a signal that has to come through. So the video is a little bit harder. Hey, Kay, see that this is what I'm talking about, guys. Kay comes in and Kay says, "Hey, coach, how's everything? I can't log in." Yep. Um, Now, does anybody want to answer that, or should I go through the whole thing again? Yeah. Kay, you have to watch the show. Just when we're done with the show, go back in. Or I think you can rewind it right now. I'm not sure. I know some platforms will allow you to rewind a live feed. I think you can rewind this live feed. I tackled that at the beginning of the show. I and I don't mean to be ugly about it. You're not in my group, but that doesn't matter. I still treat everybody like they're in my group. And I tell people that I repeat things over and over and over and over again, and I get in trouble for that. I actually literally get in trouble because, and I understand it too. I'm not even tripping because I'll say something and then two more people will come in and then they'll ask me the exact same thing that the guy that just left asked me. So I'll say it again and I'll repeat it. And then they'll be satisfied, they'll have the information and they'll leave. And then I'll have another young lady come in and she'll ask me the exact same thing. And it'll happen over and over and over again. So I'll find myself saying the same thing over and over and over again because there are multiple people. Now that's not a problem. That's understandable because you don't know. You just coming in. You're saying, "Hey, I can't log in. What's going on?" Or, "Hey, my tire. We have a big thing going on with the tires right now." And I've said this multiple times. I've sent out memos. I've made a text message blast to everybody to let everybody know that the new tires will be in on the first of the month. At the first of the month, we'll send all the tires in. If you have locks on your tires, go ahead and take them off. We will be able to swap them out and just have your report in because you have to file your report and that gets your tires. You don't have to pay for anything. There's already paid for. Everything is good. And I'll still have people that'll say, "Hey, what's going on with the tires? I see I need my tire. The light on my dash is blinking that I need to reset my tires. And what's going on?" So I'll explain it, and I'll kind of go through the whole thing, show them how to do it and what they need to do, even though it's in an email, even though it's in a text blast, even though I've said it on the show, even though all of that. I'll explain it again, and then guess what? I'll get another person call or another person leave a message. "Hey, coach, man, what's going on, man? This light keep beeping and it's blinging and that. And what is happening, man? It keeps saying my tires. I need to do something. We'll switch out tires. What's that mean?" This again, people, is the reason why we have this show and we have the school. The school itself says this is how you communicate with us. This is how you communicate with State Board. This is how you stay in contact with us for information because that's going to be key. Information is the most important thing on the planet. That's why AI is so big right now because AI traffics in information. It's the whole thing. So going forward, people, they as they learn or as they get it through their heads that this is not an independent operation. This is me working with a company. I'm not by myself. I'm not out here in the wilderness, fending for myself like the barber and beauty industry used to be, or is normally. It's normally that. You're even though you're working in a shop full of barbers and stylists, you're not by yourself, but you act like it. And I say this in my seminars all the time, all the time. I say, if we're not acting like a family, if we're not acting like a cohesive unit in this building, in this business together, up under this brand, whatever the name of the shop is, if we're not acting like a cohesive unit, like a family, you ain't got to be a family, but you got to act like one. You got to behave like one, which means you got to stick together. You got to do things that are going to be good for the company because I may do great hair. I may be amongst the best, but this guy down here in booth number 7, This guy over here is horrendous. I mean, he is horrible, and he tears heads up. He is just constantly tearing up heads. And every time somebody get their head tore up, they walk out, they be like, man, I ain't ever coming back to what? To him? No. He said, I ain't ever coming back to this shop. You see what I mean? As if the whole shop did his hair. Same thing with women. The whole shop didn't do your hair. The whole salon didn't do your hair. She did your hair. She screwed your hair up. Why don't you say, I'm not going back to her? I'm not letting her do my hair anymore. No, when they leave, the whole shop did their head. That whole salon worked on her head and messed her up. Oh, girl, don't go up to XYZ barbershop. Oh, don't go up to XYZ beauty salon. They be tearing people's heads up over there. Oh, they don't know what they doing up there. Oh, I had a bad experience up there with getting my hair done. Everybody suffers. Everybody. That's why I'm so protective of Mobilon, because it only takes one or even a couple. It only takes a couple to. We had an incident where we had a incident or a vehicle crash, a car crash. They tell me not to say car crash because it wasn't a car that crashed, it's a bus that crashed. Our bus crashed into another vehicle. But we had an incident. And the guy, the operator wasn't drunk, he wasn't high, he just wasn't paying attention, and he smashed into another vehicle. So, and we handled it, everything handled, we got the insurance, everything was covered and everything fine. Nobody got seriously hurt or anything. Everything was fine. But guess what? It only takes a couple of those. It only takes a couple of those. This guy over here crashes into a person in a mobile salon bus, in a Mobilon bus. Now this guy over here in DC crashes into somebody in a Mobilon bus, And now this girl over here, she's been drinking, so she done crashed into somebody, and now there is a fatality because she was drinking with her clients, having just enjoying themselves, doing hair and enjoying themselves and indulging in a little libations, and she's driving a little fast, and she gets into an accident and crashes into someone. This is all hypothetical. This didn't happen. I'm just saying this is what we guard after. So they get into an accident and there's a fatality. Someone dies. We're now in the news. We're now on the spectrum when we was not trying to be. We're now out there before we could get out there. But we're out there in a bad way. We're out there with some very bad information on our heads. And you know what they're going to say? Just think about it. Think about if, that's right, Miss Melanie, that's right. It only takes one apple to spoil the bunch, but it's not about spoiling the bunch, because the apple in that scenario that you're using, the apple is not spoiling the bunch. Everybody doesn't drive horrible. All of my operators aren't crazy drivers or crashing into people. No, it's just that people will think they are. People will treat my company, our company, like we can't drive. Hold on, one of these buses is pulling up. Let me get him out the way. Oh, get her out the way. Y'all hear her? Most people turn off their backup sound. Please don't do that, guys. Please don't do that. I know it's annoying. I know it's loud. I know some people, especially when you're parking at your residence or your parking establishment, or if you're going into a residential neighborhood or going into a location where there are people going to be watching, and you have to back up, and then you hear that beep, beep, beep. There's a little button, a little switch where you can turn that off. Please don't turn that off. Please don't turn that off, because that is a very, very important sound. It lets everybody know that you're backing up, and you can't see back there all the time. We have cameras in back of the buses and the vans, but sometimes you can't see everything. And then if you mess around and someone runs back there because they're not paying attention because you don't have your sound on, that could have been avoided. Okay, so and this is in the well, I don't think this is in the school. I don't think the school says don't turn your backup sound off because it's not illegal. We don't advocate saying leave it on 100% of the time because you can turn it off if it's unnecessary, if it's loud, if you're in a residential, especially at night. People don't want to hear that, so that's why we have it on a switch. You can just turn it off, but only if you're observant. You know what you're doing, you can handle yourself, you're being very careful when you're backing up, and it's not going to be that big of a deal. But I myself, I just leave mine on. Most of my crew leave theirs on because it just lets people know what backup sound, the sound that our buses make when you put it in reverse. I'll show you on my bus when I get back. When you put it in reverse, you'll hear that backup sound. It's very, very helpful. It helps to get the job done. Thank you, Cheryl. So at the end of the day, guys, it's just a matter of everybody operating as a unit because my other example was if Tesla has a track record. Tesla is doing extremely well, but what would happen? Just for example, this did not happen, but what if, just for an example, if a Tesla electric car blew up, if it just exploded, just blew up, and um, three people died. Now, obviously, that would be very horrible, and it would make the news, and it would be something that they would put back on the table and find out what's going on, what happened. But my my information and my position would be, what would people start thinking? What would they start doing? People would 100% start to be very, very cautious, wouldn't they, when it comes to purchasing a Tesla, when it comes to driving in a Tesla, riding in a Tesla. People would be cautious. Now, no, this didn't happen. I just said that. I literally just said that. Someone text, when did this happen? It didn't happen. This was an example just to make my point of, we have to have almost a exemplary uh, record, a safety record, execution record, a doing business record. Because when you don't, not if you don't, when you don't, because shit's gonna happen, you have to be prepared to take care of that. So we've had all kinds of things happen, and I've been there every single time. Every time something happens, I'm there as the owner, looking after the company, looking after the business. That's why I have my own group, my own owner circle group, and I take care of people directly. And the benefit to that is, you guys, when y'all get a little anxious and get nervous and get kind of cranky when it comes to the wait time and things not moving as fast as you want it, I handle that. I work with you guys and deal with that, versus some cold-hearted agent or sponsor saying, okay, well, we got a deal for you, we'll just release you, and you just go and do your own thing. That's and it sounds cold-hearted, sounds kind of callous, but you got to understand where they're coming from, which I do, and I can't knock them for that. You're looking at only a few people. This is not mass wide. You're talking about 10, 15 people, 20 people, whatever, that will say, hey man, what's going on, man? Let's tell you. They would rather get rid of that 10, 15, 20 people. They'd rather just get them out the way, get rid of them, because they know they have thousands. We have thousands of people coming. We have thousands of people on the way. And by the time they get here, by the time they get in, everything will be fixed. Fixed. Meaning we're working on it right now. And when it's fixed, That's when all of the new people will start coming in. That's when they won't know anything about what you guys have gone through. They won't know any of this unless they watch the video or something. Don't know any of the heartache and the turmoil that you guys have been through. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl said we with you all the way. Yeah, it's. I mean, I've said this many times. I say, yeah, everybody that sticks with me, you know, it'll be hookup time coming, but it's just a matter of getting through the storm. And many of you guys helped me out tremendously, letting me know when this is down or when this is not working or what's happening with this or that. All of that is applicable. Is yeah. Thank you. Probably around 8 o'clock, 8:30 at the latest. 8:30 at the latest is what I can see. Let me look again real quick. Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay. It says 65114, and then coming through from. Okay, this says 7, but it can't be 7. Oh no, time zone. Time zone. Okay, there we go. Okay, time zone. They're in a different time zone. So yes, it's 8:30. So 8:30, you'll be good. They're in a different time zone, so that's the time change. I was looking at it and I'm like, this at 6:37, 7 o'clock. That's no, it can't be. That's not. That's a whole hour and a half ahead of what, but they're, yeah. Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay, guys. What do we got? What do we got? Somebody else was asking. Okay, here we go, guys. Here we go. I wish I can put this on the screen. Oh, I wish I can put it on the screen. And see, these guys are very respectable. Nobody's cursing and acting a fool. It's just very nice and cordial. Hey, coach, greetings to you. I was just wondering, I cannot log in. Any info? Any info? See, nothing wrong with it. Nothing mean. Nothing bad. No cursing and acting a fool. It's just, you missed it. It's. I know I'm not gonna say the name. Um, if you don't mind, rewind the show, and I address it at the beginning of the show. Matter of fact, I'll address it again. I'll address it again. I know I get in trouble all the time. I told y'all I get in trouble for repeating things and saying things over and over and over again because I'm used to it, and they don't like it because it makes people comfortable with coming and asking and asking and asking, even though the information was there, and we know the information is available for people, and we should not you know how you feed a cat? When you feed a cat, a stray cat, what happens? That cat's going to come back to eat again, and then if you feed it again, it's just going to come back, and it's going to keep coming back, and then it'll bring friends. So if you have an intent on owning new cats, um, if you don't want to have cats hanging around your place all the time, don't feed the cats. So that's what my guys say all the time. Don't feed the cats because they keep coming back. They keep wanting to be fed. They're not going to fend for themselves. They're not going to go home. They're not going to. If they know this is a free lunch, they're coming, and they'll keep coming, and they'll bring friends. So it's a no. I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. So, but it's the thing is it's true, and hell, it can be true with dogs too. But yeah, they just don't want me repeating. But y'all know how I am. Y'all know who I am. I'm the guy that wants to help everybody, even to a fault. But it'll turn into a really bad problem, especially when it turns from 10, 20 people, 30 people, maybe 50 or so, into hundreds, and then into thousands, and they're coming up to you, you know, minute after minute, hour after hour, day after day. They go, how much is a bus? Hey, I was interested in the bus. How much is the bus? Hey man, this is a great thing that you're doing. How much is the buses? Hey, what's going on with the school? How does the school work? And how much are the buses? Hey, well, hey man, I love this program. Hey, I love this. This is so awesome. How much is buses? How much is It's the same thing over and 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 over again. If y'all could listen to my voicemail, y'all would understand. Every day, and I didn't say every other day or once or twice a week, every single day. There has not been a day, even on weekends, every single day I get phone calls and they leave messages. My voicemail is full constantly. And it is people that are, again, I tried to express it to you guys. It's not to their detriment. It's not anything against them. They don't know that I've been asked this question 30 times today. They don't know that. They don't know that someone has asked me this literally 5 minutes before they walked up. When I go to seminar, I took two of my new sponsors with me, and they already know that because they go through it as well. This is a pretty big company, so they go through it as well. But when they saw what I go through, they was like, "Man, you're gonna have to do something about this, man." Because every hand I shook had the same question: How much is a bus? How does the program work? How long does the school take? Where do you deploy? Where do you have buses at? What channel is the school on? What's the address? Everything that's on the website, they ask me in person. Everything. Everything I just talked about, every question I just asked, and a bunch more is on the website. But they're not going to do that. They're not going to go to the website. Why? Why would we do that when we could just ask you? When we could just ask the owner? You're sitting right here. This is true. This is true, and I advocate for that. I say, yes, I'm right here. Ask me questions. I tell y'all all the time, y'all got questions? Ask me. Ask me the questions. And if it's a question that I've already heard, y'all know me. I'm upfront. I'll either answer it as if this is the first time me hearing it, or I'll tell you, yeah, I've answered that like 4 or 5 times. Rewatch the show, and just pick it up from there. But I've never ever gotten mad about that. People ask me, Coach, I wanted to ask you a question, man, but I didn't want you, getting mad or getting upset because I don't know if you answered it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Ask your question, but be vigilant. That's all. Just be vigilant. Don't. And I was finna say that. Now I'll answer the question. Just a second. Um, the one thing the only thing that makes it bad, and then we'll move on. The one thing that makes it bad is when people think, watch me now, when people think that they're the only ones that I deal with. People will call me and they're like, man, what's going on? I can't log in. What's going on? As if they're the only ones that go to the school. They don't know I have over 200 people in the school, and a lot of them is going through the same thing. And we're over here crashing out, rushing, moving things, moving heaven and earth to get this stuff fixed and operational, because we may have 150, 200 people going through school right now, but imagine when we have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 people going in and out of the school, and everybody's in an uproar. That's not good. That would be a headache. That would be a complete and total meltdown to have that many people screaming at you, what's going on? So that's why we take so much time to fix the school and to fix it right, so that it don't break down at the very inopportune time where we have, you know, 900 people going through the school. I said that in a hey Shay, I said that in a good morning. I mean, good afternoon. What's this? Good evening now. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome in. Um, I said that in one of my seminars. I said, look, we're almost there, guys. We're touching the finish line right now. Touching it. We, all we gotta do is walk forward. Take a couple of steps forward, and we're across the finish line. So I said, but we only have a couple, like 100 people, maybe 100, a little over 100 people. And I was like, imagine if that was 900 people. We may have, 10 people, 15, maybe 20 people that's disgruntled, that's a little anxious, they want to get done. And it's not detriment to them. They want, they're anxious. They want to get done. I understand it completely. So we're doing our best to get everything on track and upgrade. We've upgraded what, 4 times so far. This probably the 5th time. Once I get back and see everything is done. But imagine 900 people. Imagine 1,200. Imagine 1,500 people. And that's not, again, people, that's not a lot of people. That's not a lot. You'll say, well, 1,000 barbers and stylists going through school and then graduating, then every last one of them on the bus. They say, hey, where my bus? Where my bus? Where my bus? And you're sitting up here making a bus a week. Maybe 2. Maybe you can crank out 2 buses a week. No, dude, you can't do. No. You're gonna have to crank that up big time. 1,000 people. No, you're gonna have to increase magnificently. There's over 1 million barbers and stylists that are licensed and that are qualified for this program. 1 million in the United States alone. Remember, we're going overseas as well. We got people in Dubai. We got people in UK. We got people in Canada. People in Mexico. People in Peru. We got 2 young ladies in Hawaii. And they're wanting to set up a satellite company to where we build buses out there. But we obviously can't physically build the way that we build here. So it's it's logistics, basically. It's just logistics. But I'm just giving you guys some synopsis because I don't have access to my videos. I don't have access to all of the stuff to kind of do the show, but give you guys kind of the lowdown and the information. I was told that this is what people were liking the information. They're liking the background and the information that we're sharing. So I was like, I'm cool with that. That's good. Hey, Miss Mary, I don't have your number. I don't think I can't call you because I don't know if I have your number. If you would text it. No, don't text it. Because it'll get lost, and I know it'll get lost. Why don't you email my email finance, and I'll have Loma look for it, and she'll get the number to me, and I'll put you in my system. That way you can call. And I don't pick up all the time. I pick up whenever I can, when I have the phone there to me and I can feel it vibrate, because I don't have my ringer on pretty much ever nowadays. But if you call while I'm holding it or I'm going through it, I can pick it up. But if not, leave me a message. Just leave a message. I call everybody back. Just leave a message. I'll either call you back or I'll answer your question on the air if it's one of those questions. If not, I'll text you or call you back. But I always respond. Yeah, finance at mobileon.com. Yeah, she'll get it. I should have been using that, but yeah, she answers all her stuff. Sponsors can see it though. Don't put nothing crazy in there because sponsors can see it. We talked about that earlier in the show. Don't say anything crazy or anything that that will make them raise an eyebrow. They're on the warpath. They're just trying to, and I've said this many times before. They're just trying to thin out the crowd, guys. That's it. That's it. They're just trying to thin out the crowd. They know what this is. They know what we have. They know the value of what we're building. And a lot of people are not material, qualified material or material that that they're looking for, we're looking for. So, it's best for us to kind of move them to the side so that we can keep going. So they're trying to thin out the herd. And then we got way more, way more than you can even imagine that's on the way. That's on the way to us. So we're trying to get in position, and they're just trying to remove people. So they're on the hunt for good people and bad people, for good and bad. They're looking for the good people just like they're looking for the bad people. So if you guys stand out as good people, then that's did I not? Oh, I probably did. My apologies. And I forgot who asked that question too. We were shut down over the weekend, guys. We were shut. Whoever asked that question, and I thought I saw someone say that they needed their email. They reset or something like that, the password. Don't reset your password, guys. You don't need to do that. It's not gonna hurt. You can if you want to. I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything, but you don't need to. So don't worry about that. We were shut down over the weekend. Otherwise, it'd be up and running now, because we had to install all of our safety programs. That took us out for a while, but when they put everything in, we had to reset the system. And y'all know, resetting this system with it being brand new and a entirely untested thing, because this is not something that a whole bunch of people are using. This is a brand new thing that's never been trialed before. We're trialing it. So every time we do something to it, we have to reset it and start it all the way over. It's just like resetting your computer. But when you reset something like this that has all of these accounts in it, yes, it does mess with the accounts. So instead of having everybody's accounts be deleted or copied and mocked, which we've had happen before. We reset the system, and we did not know that when it boots back up, it creates a new file on every single account that's in the system. We didn't know it did that. And we fixed it, but yeah, we had double everybody in our system at one point. And then we were way over capacity. We had like 400 something people in, and that was a nightmare. So it's live and learn. It's just live and learn. But we're right now, they're just resetting because we put new security protocols, because we almost got hacked last week. So it's just things that happen, that keep happening. No, I don't mind explaining. I'm just saying, because I did when you watch the video, if you watch the video later, you'll see what I'm talking about. Is the repetitiveness that I have to go through when I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm fine with it. Yeah, I do. I'm on. I forgot the name of the show, guys, but it is. I don't know if it's on TNT or the WB, one of those not kids channels, but like I don't want to say nothing, because if it turns out to be offensive to the channel or to the show or something like that, they're gonna be mad, and y'all know how people are with this cancel culture, and anything makes people mad now. So if it's not accurate or direct, I try to kind of abstain from even saying anything. I'll just wait until I get the information. But I was on one of their shows. I'll get that information to you guys, and hopefully it won't air to like an extremely large audience, because I did talk about the buses, and I did talk about the school and some other things, and I've been told not to do that like 1,000 times. But when I do interviews, I do talk about that type of stuff. I try to even do seminars only with the mass majority of the crowd being barbers or stylists, or professionals, people in our industry, because it won't spread out into the public heavy like that and cause us a bigger headache. Because barbers and stylists, I'll say this, guys, and then we can get up out of here if y'all didn't have any other questions. You all would be amazed. I'm gonna say this, and it may offend some people, guys. If you all are offended, my apologies. Number one, I typically don't apologize for something I say. I mean, if the rock hits you, then that means you're guilty. You're one of the guilty parties. But I'll apologize for this because it's kind of on the edge. In our industry, the barber and beauty industry, the beautification industry, the personal grooming, the hair, the health and body and personal looks industry, barbers and stylists are some of the most talkative, big mouth, loud mouth, gossipy, say anything, hardly keep a secret type people on the planet. Okay, we got big mouths. Because I'm in that group. We talk about anything. We got big mouths about a whole bunch of things, right? When I look at the schematics and I look at the analytics of barbers, watch me now, watch me, guys, of barbers and stylists spreading the word, talking and basically promoting Mobilon. Guys, it's almost non-existent. I'm gonna say it again. When it comes to barbers and stylists spreading the word, advertising, promoting Mobilon, our company, my company, this product, this business of building mobile salons for you guys, for us, and creating an entire new industry where the barber and beauty industry is going mobile. Creating that industry, the main factor, the main element that you would think is our biggest asset of barbers and stylists spreading the word, getting other barbers and stylists to go mobile, to get into their own mobile salon bus, so that we have a army. So there's not just 3 or 4 people in buses rolling around trying to take care of millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of clients. You would think that we would be, hey man, you need to come get a bus. Hey, you need to get a bus. Everybody needs to get bus. Come on. Everybody get buses. That way, we're a force to be reckoned with. We're an army. We're an army of barbers and stylists that are mobile. We're all mobile, and we can get out there and we can kill them. We can get them. Non-existent. I can count on one hand, how many other barbers or stylists that most of my people have told about hair art. I mean, about mobile salon. Hair art too, doesn't matter. Same thing. Hair art is the same thing. My wife told me, because I run shops that has like 20, 30, 40 people working in the brick and mortar shops. And you can see pictures on Mr. Hair Art, my larger salons. And I used to have product demonstrations. I used to have exhibits and expos where I would need my barbers and stylists to go out and bring other barbers and stylists in so that they can basically help promote the product and build it up and all. Non-existent. Nobody said anything. You would barely get any of the barbers or the stylists to spread the word about anything that had anything to do with, here's my point, and then we can go. It's kind of like you find a treasure chest or a gold mine, and you want to shh, keep it secret. Don't tell anybody. If I go and tell other barbers and stuff, they'll come out and they'll get in buses, and then I'm having a fight against them to get clientele, and then it'll be too many. No, I'm not telling them. I'm keeping this secret to myself. I'm not spreading the word on anything. Guys, ladies, gentlemen, that is horrible. That is so, so wrong, so horrible. Only because if watch me now, and then we're gonna go. If I was dependent upon my barbers and stylists to spread the word and bring other barbers and stylists in and sign them up to get a mobile salon bus, and that helps us to grow, that helps us to get where we need to be, and basically, get in position, because we need multiple barbers and stylists, we need buses all over the place, and that makes us stronger. Hell, you can't, you think, oh well, that's going to be competition. Well, there's millions of customers out here, tens of millions. There's 100 million people in the United States alone. How many of these people you think you're going to be able to do? How many people you think you yourself is going to be able to do on your bus? There's 100 million people, 300 in the United States alone. You think you can do 200 million? How about 100 million? No, not 100 million. How about 50 million? You can handle 50 million, right? 50 million people? No, you can't. Okay. Well, 25 million. We'll just keep cutting it in half. 25 million people. You can deal with 25 million people, right? No? Oh, man. What about 10? 10 million. 10 million people? You can't do 10 million people's heads? Shampoo, conditions, curl, color? No? Okay. Well, let's keep bringing it down. 5 million. Hey, man, we don't went from 200 million to 5 million. No, you can't. What's going on? Okay. Final offer. 1 million people. 1 million people. You can do 1 million people in your one bus with your two hands, right? 1 million? Still no? Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. There's more than enough clientele to go around. There's more than enough customers to go around. You can cut it in half. 1,500,000. No? How about 200,000? 200,000 people. Still no? 100,000. 100,000 customers. You can do 100,000 customers. We done came from 200 million. We're down to 100,000. Still no go? Can't get it? Exactly. You can't even do 50,000. Not 20,000. Not 10,000. Guys, I'm the bearer of bad news here. You can't even do 1,000. You can't even do 500. I done cut it down to 500 people. You can't do 500 people's heads. Are you crazy? What do you think? You're Superman? Superwoman? No, you can't do that. It's too many people. The average number that a barber or stylist can handle in clientele will range from 20 to 25 people up to around 50 people. That's our number. If you go over that, you're going to be stretching yourself, and you more than likely are going to be neglecting clientele. You're going to be neglecting your customers because you have too many. 25 to 50 people. That's the comfort level, the comfort number. We were up to 500 and 1,000 and 10,000, 20,000, 100,000. It's more than enough customers to go around, people. Way more than enough. Over the amount. The customers outweigh us. Customers that need their hair done outweigh us 1,000 to 1. 1,000 to 1. That's a lot of people that want their hair done. We got to get out there. We got to do our job. That's what we're here for. We're about to build something that's never been built before, and we're going to make it work for everybody. Thank you, Mr. Ed. I see your the comment on there. And thank you, Cheryl. I see your comment. BG. Thank you, BG. I appreciate it. If you guys have comments that I did not see, my apologies, because I'm not in the studio. I'm actually on the road, and I wasn't even supposed to be on today, but y'all know I'm trying to make efforts to be available and be in even when I'm not in. But I appreciate everybody for coming in. We're gonna ride this thing till the wheels fall off. We're gonna ride this thing till the wheels fall off. Yes, ma'am. I am here. Okay, thank you. Very, very good. Thank you very much. Okay. Um, yes. Okay. I got you. Okay. Okay, guys, I got a bunch of people trying to talk to me at the same time. Y'all have to give me a minute. Okay, yeah, because I'm out of time. It's actually after the show. Correct. Okay, I will. Very, very good. Very good. Okay. All right. Um, yeah, 201, I believe. Just go 201 and I'll put them in. Yeah, watch. Yeah, logging in. You have to watch the rest of watch the beginning of the show because I talked about that multiple times in the show. Yeah, about logging in. Yeah, I dealt with that multiple times in the show. Matter of fact, this whole show was about people saying they can't log in, and that's what I dealt with. Uh, I can assist you with that. I can assist you with that. Okay, guys, we have someone that I'm guessing they want to go to the sponsor group. If you want to be put into the sponsor group or the agent group, because they answer all the time. I tell you what. I tell you what. Let me make a phone call, and I'll have you removed from our group and put into a sponsor group. That sound good? No, I'll get it done. I'll do it myself. Okay. Thank you. Now I have your name. I have your name and your information here. I'll get you moved over. All right. All right. Guys, I just moved someone out of my group into a sponsor group. I talked about this just today. I don't think they were in the show. I don't think that they saw the show. Hopefully they'll watch the show. But if not, yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it. I don't think he's gonna make it. I think he's gonna be out soon. So but I'll hey, that what they want. That's what I'll give them. All right, let me get up out of here, guys. They got me going crazy. It's a different thing. Somebody said, "No, coach, don't do it." Hey, I got to do. Hey, man, I have nothing to do with this, guys. I'm doing what I do. Y'all know I've bent over backwards for people, and it's a hard enough situation as it is. Just doing it the way that we're doing it. But trust me, um, they can get anybody can get their money back. Trust me, anybody can get their money back. It just is what it is. Yeah, we're at the yeah. That's somebody. Oh, that's Richard. Richard said, "Yeah, that's crazy." And what and when we're at the finish line, yeah, that's crazy when we're at the finish line. Yeah, but it just is what it is, guys. There are people in the world that is like that, and there's nothing I can do about it. All right, let me get up out of here because we're over time. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. Hopefully everything will be up and running. If not, I'll be in tomorrow, so I'll make sure myself. Um, and then we proceed from there. Until then, everybody, thank y'all for coming in. I'm running back on the Shops and Salon Network, the Herald Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to mobilon.com, mobalon.com, and sign up. The application's at the top of the page on the right-hand side. Click on it, fill it out, and submit it back in. If everything's good, someone will contact you and let you know what the next steps are. If you haven't donated, please donate. We have our own charity called Mobile Charities. You can go to mobilecharities.org and donate. You can donate to one. Go ahead, Miss Veronique. I'm not on that page. I'm operating from my phone, so I can't see everything. Okay, I'm just doing my call out right now, the outro. If you haven't signed up to the donate to the Mobile On Network or mobile charities, go to mobilecharities.org. Donate. You can donate to one charity or multiple charities, all at the same time. It's a great way to help a lot of people. Okay, let's see. They say Miss Veronique is upset. I know I can't have Miss Veronique upset. Y'all crazy. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. We're going out of here. Okay, Miss Veronique. Mercy and Miracles. Hey, Miss Veronique. I didn't see you in. Miss Veronique says, Coach, I'm so over this now. I am unable to sign in. Yeah, Miss Veronique, we talked about this earlier, what was going on. Oh, please don't put this in the chat. Don't put that in the chat. Please, please, please don't put that in the chat. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, respecting everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let me oh, she had other stuff. I want to finish my testing and move forward. Yes, ma'am. I'm on it. I mean, I was with clients and came in late, so I'm aware. Yeah, I know. I'm somebody told me Miss Veronique was upset, so that's why I went in. And now we got a sponsor in. They're looking. Guy, yeah, this is one of my guys or one of my girls. Not aware of that was spoken about. Yes, ma'am. We dealt with that in a minute. Okay, let me call you. Let me call you back. I'll call you in just a minute, Jerry. Miss, yeah, this is just Miss Veronique. It's Miss Veronique. Okay. 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 They want to see Miss Veronique's file. All right, guys. Let me get out of here. Come on, man. This is bullshit. All right, I gotta go. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.